Have you ever picked up a project and couldn't figure out which side was the front or back? I'm confused. What are you going to do about that? Well, next time you put your project away, identify it. With what? No, not with a Sharpie. With a great hanky stitch marker. These things are amazing. Look, now I know which is the front and which is the back. A happy crocheter. But you know what else makes me happy? Knowing how far I've gone on a project since the last time. Oh my, how do you keep track of that without taking pictures of it and stuff? I know. The hanky stitch marker comes in handy. Again, you can use it as a progress marker. Look at that. Now I can tell the girls in the crochet club just how far I've gotten on my blanket. You know, I love my yarn. You love your yarn, especially those hanks of beautiful twisted yarn. But how do you keep them with you all the time? I mean, putting it in your pocket, not real practical. No, take that out. Putting the other one in your pocket because it might match a little bit better. Yeah, probably not. You can't wear it like that. So how can you bring your yarn with you and just show how much of a yarn fan you are? Ha ha! The hanky stitch marker is at it again. That's right. These are so handy because the clasps are sterling silver. If you have pierced ears, you can wear them and they can become some of your favorite jewelry. They come in lots of colors. More to come on that. See how cute that is? But wait, the other one now. Look. And now we have a happy yarn person with hanky stitch markers in her ears. Because, yes, that's what we do. Uh-oh. Another problem. This ever happen to you? Yeah. If it's in a project bag, it's going to get pulled out. How do you fix that? You guessed it, the hanky stitch marker. Watch this. You pull it open, put it through the loop in the last stitch that you're working, close it up, and voila! It's not going anywhere, no matter how much it has a problem inside that project bag. Way to go. Look, you can even use it as a pocket dangler, just to be special a little bit. This is how they come. Beautiful organza bag. You open it up and it's almost like Christmas or your birthday. You have got beauty in little teeny tiny hank form. Yes, it makes me very happy. The color choices are endless. Over 400 colors to choose from, and you can combine them in pretty much any way you like. Put a couple together. Put your own spin on it. Make your own set of earrings. Or, stitch markers as well. These are just some of the ones that are available. Gorgeous! Yeah, I know, it's gorgeous. And now I'm a happy yarn person. Look at this. I can bring my yarn with me anywhere I go in little teeny tiny miniature form. But wait, there's more. Do you want to have the best looking keychain of all of your friends? Well, here you go. This is it. Name to come later, but you know you want one of these. Oh my goodness. You can put your keys on it or you can use it as a bag charm. Absolutely beautiful. Handmade beads and a beautiful hank of yarn right there for you. Yep, there's always more.
There is always more. Always. Welcome in to the Monday, whatever this is. It doesn't have an official title, but it's Monday. That much I'm sure. Unless you're somewhere in the world where it's still Sunday, or maybe it's Tuesday already. Either way, it's the beginning of the week, so welcome in. Hello to everybody. My hair was a complete mess this morning and badly needs washing, which will be done after this, which is why my hair is hidden. It ain't happening. You could fry chips in this head. I swear, you won't want to eat them, but you could fry them. But welcome in to everybody. At the top of the chat, I think there should be, I hope, pinned the invite to the panel. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome. You don't have to have a camera, but as long as I know you're you, I'll ask you if you're okay to come up when you're sat down there. Nobody can see you by me. And if you want the camera off, that'll be the time to turn it off when I can see you there. And then you can come up as long as you've got a mic. All good. Now, I do want to... I don't know how to say that now. This time last year, we lost a really nice person in the community. And those that have been with me long enough know that I used to call her Nobbles by accident. Her YouTube name was Noodley Bits. And she made me, wrong side, little Nobbles here. It took me ages to actually call her Noodly Bits instead of Knobbly Bits. But when she made me an amigurumi of a ladybird, I had to call it Nobbles in memory. So as she passed this time last year, I just want to say that she's still thought of. She's not forgotten. And little Nobbles sits with Patootie over on my desk, and they keep me company while I'm doing tutorials and reviews for you guys. But for today, in memory of the wonderful, wonderful Noodly Bits, they're above my shoulder. So today I have got a few little pictures. I have got pictures from Riggles and Purp and Angela and Purp and Purp and Purp, Spring and Purp, Spring, Sally and Karen, and a couple from me as well. So I'll be showing off your showy offies, whether it be scenery or animals or something you've made or something that you've grabbed that you're like, you can't even get this anymore and I've got it. Doesn't matter what it is. If you've got a picture to show off, by all means, as the thingy along here says, by all means, send it across. And Miss Corey, if you've got any pocks left, you giant pock. That made me laugh so much. Corey was a giant pock. And I left way, I got back from the post office way after you had gone away. Otherwise, I would have popped up on panel. I was kind of keen to come on, but I wanted to see the giant pocks for myself. Anywho, let me get this rabbit in over and done with, because then I can get into the chat. There is a members only live on Wednesday. That's for the OG Twizzlers, the Blue Ladybirds and Beanie's Besties. We are going to be spinning the members wheel on Wednesday. Usual time for my lives, it's noon central, 6 p.m, wherever I am. GMT? No, we're in BST at the moment. Either way, noon central. You can work it out from there. If you do win, yes, I'll come to you, but you're more than welcome to come along. Hopefully it shouldn't be more than an hour as usual. But that's this coming Wednesday. There was one other thing that I was supposed to be letting you guys know. Oh, yeah. And I've said it public. So here is the first step. As of today, my new lifestyle changes are happening. For the next 2 weeks, starting today, I am on a maximum 800 calories. It's going to be tough, really, really tough. But motivation and shoulder and encouragement is much, much welcomed. Usually I'm going to turn around and say, give me criticism. I need the criticism. For this, no thank you. But what I will reveal right now, which is shameful, and so might give me a burst to, you're that now, let's get lower than that. I can't weigh myself every single day because I don't own any scales. But each time I go to the doctors, I can get weighed, and that'll be my individual, like, okay, I've weighed myself, this is what I am now. But as of this point, the amount of obesity I'm 168 centimeters tall, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, 113 kilos, 113 kilos. No, I don't know what that is in pounds and stones. I don't even know what it is in kilos properly, because I just grew up with stones and that was it. But okay, it's out there. Okay, please hope that the new lifestyle sorts something, because I want to try and get a little bit of my health back, and it'll be nice to fit in a good pair of knickers. Anywho, let's see who's in. Now I've got that over and done with. Okay, let's have a nosy. I know Miss Riggles was in, because Riggles was one of the first. Oh, she was the first. Miss Riggles was the first, and I know she's got a headache. She comes here and she has a headache. She knows it's going to get worse because she's here, but she's also fixing a dragon head, which sounds very, very weird if you're not in the crochet or knitting community. It just sounds like you're doing a what with the what now? But we know. Welcome in, Purp, and good afternoon to you. I don't know where Beany is. I don't. She had breakfast this morning and then she vamoosed. She's not in the garden. She's vamoosed. I just don't know where to. Scrolling down. Welcome in, Jennifer. Good morning. Goeiedag, Miss Ingrid. Hello. Great idea, make you one. Well, I've only made one now. 35 calories in that cup, but I do have a great big thing of water as well, because I'm going to run out of drink soon, and the amount that I'm going blah 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 blah, going to get a very, very dry throat very quickly, so the water's on hand. Scrolling down. Oh, the stiff neck syndrome. Oh my gosh. Do you know, so much more often than not, I tend to go to bed and know that I'm going to get a crick in the neck in the morning, because I can kind of feel like a pre-crick. That sounds a bit weird, but a pre-crick in the neck. And then I wake up the next morning, I'm like, ow! Yeah. But then I do that every morning anyway, don't I? Afternoon, Ninja. Welcome in. Purp singing ends on a scrappy sock yarn blanket, aka the ugly blanket. I hope it's not an ugly blanket. I hope it's a pretty blanket. Does that mean we're going to get pictures? Are we going to get pictures? Are we? Ha. Welcome in, Zara. I'm guessing she's out of the ads now, because I know I'm quite a way up in the chat. Good morning, Karen. Oh, I love the setup at the back. Oh, with all me. I've got them all here. I've got them all here. As long as I don't get attacked, which is quite a possibility. I even brought Patootie over because Patootie wanted to stay with Nobbles. They look after each other. And yes, hello, Mrs. Pox herself, Miss Corey. Welcome in. 14 minutes ad. 14 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I went into somebody's video earlier today. They only had about 300 and something subscribers, and I had 2 adverts. And you know what? I did skip those buggers because I know she's not getting any money for it. 2 adverts, ridiculous. Welcome in, HD. Hello. Michelle. Actually, Corey and Michelle, have both of you had your stuff through the post yet? I mean, I sent stuff and I've been waiting for somebody to go, oh yeah, I've got it. I need to know. Hi, Miss Sprinkles. Good morning. Where am I? Scroll down. Everybody's saying hello. Zara, you're not back. Your name is Zara. These people with their personality complex trait thing is very weird. Work at the hour, well, you know, there's replays. There's always replays. Good afternoon. Oh my God, I don't even know the time of day. Afternoon, Natalie. Yeah, I don't know where Beany is. I'm just going to have to wait until she comes home and then turn around and say, look, everybody was saying hello to you and you weren't even there. But I tried. Doing paperwork. Oh, yeah. I was supposed to do that this morning and I completely forgot. I got a little bit engrossed because I've started the second front panel of my cardigan and I got a little bit hooked into it. Like literally, I got hooked into it. So I forgot to do my paperwork, which means I've got to do it later. But I'm happy to procrastinate for the moment. It's best not to weigh yourself every day. It can be discouraging. Sometimes nothing will show on the scale for a few days and then a big drop the next. I can't remember how much I'm supposed to lose on these 2 weeks with the fasting. I can't remember, but the weighing myself will be once a month, which is more than enough for me because I hate stepping on those flipping things. And to be fair, they all tell me I'm something different. But I'm going with the 113 because, what day was it? Monday? Last Monday. When I was at the doctor's, they had to weigh me. And I was like, I know, I'm 108 kilos, I know. And she said, I'm really sorry, but we've got to do it. And your height as well. And I went, well, I've shrunk. And no, I was 113 and I'd gotten taller, which was very weird. Maybe my heels in my feet have gained weight and they've pushed me up. I don't know. Excuse me. Yes, me too, Zara. I know it's not going to solve all of my health problems, but it's going to aid treatment. And let's face it, it's going to help me in the long run. These past 2.5 years with my back, they've just completely shut out the exercise. And boy, have I noticed it, because I've just gone, and it's not nice. I don't like it. Thank you, Jennifer. And there's Miss Baylor. Good morning, my dear. You wait, she's going to be running away. She's only popping in, but she's running away. That's what I'm waiting for. Good morning, my dear Lisa. How are you today, me lovely? And hi, everyone here in the chat. She hasn't said it. Morning, Baylor. Miss Sarah's knitting her socks. They are so colourful. They are so bright. I can't remember if you said who you were making the items for, but they're very bright socks. Michelle, of course you're working on a mosaic blanket. Of course you are. It's in your name. And you know what? I decided last night, and this was, I'm going to blame Dodo for this. Last night, I decided, was told to do mosaic. There's a blanket that I really, really want to make. The Amma blanket. Now I've got almost all the colours I need by the main colour, and I don't know how much main colour I need. And Dodo kind of said, well, look, make one square up, weigh your wool before and after, and then you've got how much you're going to need for the 48 squares. And I was like, oh yeah, means I've got to make a mosaic for the first time. Oh yeah. I'm kind of dreading it. I'm really worried. I'm very, very apprehensive. I don't even know if it's normal crochet. I've never even looked into it, but I'm going to, because I really want to make that blanket. So I am going to be making my first mosaic. Kind of dreading it, but looking forward to it all at the same time. There you go. I knew it was coming. I don't know how long I can stay, she says, because we have roofers here wreaking havoc with my nerves and patience, and the smell of tar is revolting. My head, oh my poor head. Tar is vile, and especially in heat where you have to have the windows open. There was, I think it was last Tuesday. I was going absolutely ape in here because the gardeners were outside. The government gardeners were outside mowing all our lawns, and they used a petrol mower, and the stench of the fumes in here, I swear on the fumes alone I could have powered a car. It was disgusting. And of course, with everything open, I was hoping that it would all kind of flow out, and it took absolutely it was Tuesday. My head was pounding. The stench was vile. Oh my gosh. I had it all in my sitting room. It was yeah. Have you emailed me? You sent me the shawl. I've got the shawl. Unless you mean you thought you'd emailed me about what came through the post. Because that, nope. There's both Corey and Michelle. I'm waiting to find out if you got your post come. Oh, Miss Lissa's in here. Hello. Long time no see. Miss Hook Crochet. Hello, hello, hello. Ninja's got the grandson. Lisa's over here getting taller and I'm shrinking. Do you know what? I used to be 5'8". Don't ask me what that is in centimeters. I don't know. I used to be 5'8". Because of my crushed vertebrae, I went down to 5'5", and then somehow I went up to 5'5.5", and now I don't know what that is in feet and inches. Now I'm 168, and I don't get how I'm going that way as well as going that way. It just makes no flipping sense. Michelle got Escapia's Whirl in colour 768 Sherbet Rainbow. Sherbet. I love sherbet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Except when it touches me gums, because that's just weird. Don't mind it like in my gob as long as it doesn't touch my gums. Welcome in, Miss Katrina. Hello. And thank you very much. Much appreciated. We can all do with a little bit of love. Thank you, Miss Katrina. And congratulations. See, I can say that in a voice now. Congratulations. Michelle says, I'm teaching a beginning mosaic class on roaming with Rover. This Amma blanket, I'm pretty sure Dodo said it's the first time she's ever done mosaic, and she said she found it really, really easy. The only thing that is bothering me is the ends. The ends are just, I think I said it before in either in a live or in a video. The ends just, yeah, that's how I am. Yeah, ends. No, thank you. I don't do ends. Don't like ends. Welcome in, Miss Antoinette. Fearless leader and Yarny minions. Sounds very worrying. What have you been drinking? Welcome in, Antoinette. Yes, about the yarn. Job done. Thank you, Michelle. No, I didn't get a email, so at least I can get rid of your paperwork. So I just need to hear from 2 more people. I need to hear from Cindy Tangled and Corey. So thank you for letting me know, because I can get that sorted now. So it's a bit of a, we're all good. Annual member packs going out, you know. So I said socks are my first. So it depends on my final result. I keep or give them away. Miss Ingrid is the queen of socks. Ingrid, with an afterthought heel, she is knocking them out so quick. So quick. Mentioned above that I did indeed receive some squishy goodness. I missed it. So I'm missing stuff already. I missed loads on Friday. I got the taller shrinking bit. Let me scroll up. You said about weighing myself. You said work in an hour. There's nothing else there apart from saying hello to Jennifer, Michelle, and folks. There's no other message. Maybe she did it in her mind. She's like, I'm willing that message over. I'm willing it. But at least both of you. Good. Thank you. You both should have an email with 2 emails with one for Teespring, a code that can be used as many times as you like for the duration, and one with a Wool Warehouse voucher in it. That's for both of you. The Joan Crawford look. I'm not supposed to be rocking anything, Antoinette, but, you know, it hides the chip grease fat. That's how it feels right now. Ingrid said, I'm sure I've missed quite a few new people coming in without saying hello. I was on a call. How dare you? How dare you? Hello, everyone I missed, says Miss Ingrid. Sunshine, smiles, and hugs all round. 168 is 5'6", so I've managed to gain a whole inch. It's very weird. Maybe I'm heading back to 5'8". Who's dropping on me? No dropping on me, thank you. You're very welcome, Miss Katrina. They're all ripping my headband off. This Wednesday, I'm teaching what to do with the ends. I'd love to suggest something to do with the ends. I really would. I won't, but I'd love to. I twist the ends and make fringe. No, there's going to be no fringe on the blanket. That much I know. I need to try and find a particular border for that cowl. The bad thing is the person did it as a tutorial on their channel and released a pattern to go with it. And she did it in 7 parts. And the 7th part is the border. And after it went live, less than 48 hours later, she removed it off her channel and said, if you want the border, you buy the pattern. I thought that was a little bit. So did Dodo. And just ordered some of that fruit yarn from Premier for socks. I've got to put my hair back up. Let me get to the bottom of the chat. I can stick a picture up and I can do my hair. Coco said, I promise I didn't imagine it. What did you not imagine? It was right after morning, folks, and before the hello to Jennifer. I'm scrolling up. So there's morning, folks. Then we've got Zara. Then we've got Jennifer, Handmaid, and Corey. There's no Corey in between Corey and Corey. You imagined it. But at least I know. No, it's fine. It's all good. The ends are something you try and avoid, Katrina. my OCD. Can you hear that?
It's so nice to say goodnight in Appalachia.
Hang on. It looks like we're going to have company. Yeah. Hang on. I'm coming. Hang on. Take the air down, and all of a sudden there's company, and he's singing as well. Come on then, say hello. Go on. Go on. Go on. They're all looking at you just there.
Where?
Look.
How you doing? I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go,
Oh my gosh!
people know the part I'm playing.
You're a gigolo.
Where are you? Where are you?
There's nobody up there, it's just us. But everyone on the right, they're all.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
See you later, lovely.
See you in a minute. Give me a second. Hang
Sorry,
on.
darling.
It's all right. I'm so glad you bought that.
Yeah. Nativity fly, because you remind me of somebody.
They wouldn't even
No.
hear me talking.
No. Well, I would say it. Look after yourself.
Thank you.
See, knock on the door, speak to you, you know, love you.
Right, no,
Familiarity, free to test. Love is the thing, remember that?
Clear up.
Okay.
Thank you. I apologise. My drug dealer bought me some drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs, of course. Okay. So, bless him. He's so happy that he got to sing to you. Let me scroll down. Welcome in, Lucy. Hello, hello. Good morning, I assume. I do a lot of assuming. It's not very good for me. Scrolling down. Yeah, Ingrid had a call. How dare she? So rude. Oh my gosh, it's Debra. Debra, I haven't seen you forever. Welcome in. Hello, Dave. Can't believe he was singing that he's a gigolo. I mean, how bad does that sound? My drug dealers come round to let everyone know he's a gigolo. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Daphne. Welcome in. I am going to show some pictures. I'll show a couple. Oh, hang on. Michelle. Oh, Anna Coco. I believe you. It's not StreamYard, it's YouTube. It's disappearing messages. Yeah, that's it, Michelle. That's it. You've got the email. You've got the code. All good. Thank you for letting me know. Now, let's get some pictures up. I think our first one is Sprinkles. It is. We have a picture from Sprinkles. Now, this was carrying on from last week, but, you know, I just had to bring it up. So, let's bring that up now. There you go. Miss Sprinkles. Western Riding. I know she did tell me the name of the horse that she's riding there. Don't ask me what it is because I don't know, but she's in the chat, so she can quite probably let you guys know. I would have thought. Yes, it's morning way too early. Well, I don't know about way too early. But so there we have Miss Springles. I knew she was going to run. I knew it. Picking it out of it. I truly can't handle the smells and the noise. I promise to watch the replay. You want to get out there and get some fresh air, girl. Not some toxic. Bleh, bleh. So that was Springles on Solomon. And then we have one of my favourite buildings in this country, which comes from Purp. And for some, you might like it. For some, you might not. But this is York Minster. And for me, the architecture is what gets me. Absolutely gorgeous. And it looks like it's recently had a really good clean too. Oh, it's so beautiful. Places like that just, oh. And there's another view of another part. And look, can you see the little gargoyles? Can you see the gargoyles? And the I don't know what you call the drain ones. I suppose they're a form of gargoyle as well, whether they have sewage water or guttering running through them, you've still got them. But this is York Minster. Don't get out of bed before 7. Lucy, you do what you got to do, because you got to do it. Isn't it gorgeous, Katrina? Isn't it gorgeous? There you go. See, I was hoping some of you would like it, and so was Miss Purp. Welcome in, Steve. Lady B again. Where does Lady B come from? My gosh. So we've got a couple from Purp, but we'll let it rest for a moment. I'll show them if you would like me to, Miss Ingrid. I'll try and find it again, because I know it's up in the chat a fair way, but I'll grab it and I can send you it. Can you imagine that done in mosaic? Oh my hat. What York Minster? You want York Minster in mosaic? You're pushing a little bit, huh? I'm going to have a slurp of my drink because I am chatting away. I'm sorry. Oh, just the perfect temperature. Absolutely brilliant. Little bit to perk me up. No, I definitely wouldn't want to imagine it in mosaic, Ingrid. Definitely not. It's I mean, heck, I wouldn't even want to sit and try and draw one segment of it. I mean, I can't draw anyway, but heck no. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I've got to admit, Lucy, that's one thing that I'm quite pleased with over here, that around Europe, I don't know any further than that apart from India and some places in China, that still have such old buildings, and we're quite proud of them, and it's amazing to look at them and literally be looking back in time. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But York Minster is my second favourite building in this country that I've seen so far. My first being Peterborough Cathedral, which is just up the road from me, but I haven't been since I was 19 or 20, a little time ago, and that is breathtaking. And then there's a cathedral in La Rochelle, which is southern France, that is my top. That's like the pinnacle of awesome. Like, awesome is supposed to be awe-inspiring. Nature is awesome. It leaves you in awe. And that cathedral does it for me. That is an awesome sight. Just stand there going, for a good couple of days. On my hat, that would be an artwork. Would take maybe 2 years to do, but still. Okay, so people, if anybody can find a mosaic of York Minster, please send it over to Ingrid, or please at least show her where a link is. Because it seems that Miss Ingrid would like to do a mosaic. Apparently. Apparently. So, we're at the beginning of a week. What do people have planned? Yes, there are some people that do work. Yes, there are some of us that we haven't got work as such, but there are other things that we could be doing or looking forward to doing. What are you doing with your week? I mean, I'm going to be spending it doing tutorials and woolly reviews, and there's a special little haul coming up. I did go shopping for you guys as well on Hobie yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got a little bit overwhelmed, but I did the haul for you, and I hope I did good. I hope I did good. I really, really tried hard to get a couple of different fibres for you, weights for you, colours for you. And dare I say it, I even got a pink for you again. The winner of the last haul was Stephanie Blackburn, and her haul has been sent over to her. So she's got Wool Warehouse coming to her door. And the next yarn haul I'm doing is for Hobie. So someone will have a Hobie order coming to their door. Lucky buggers. Antoinette's going to be breathing this week. That's a really, really good start. It's a great foundation for the rest of the week. At least for the rest of the week. At least. Ingrid's excited to see. Well, I'm even though I know what's coming, I'm kind of excited to open it myself. Oh my gosh, so much money. Oh, something like that. Sprinkles is going to be moving the cows and cleaning water tanks. So the cow's going to a different field or a different barn. I'm guessing they've got to move around the fields a little bit. I'm guessing. Mr. Brow is spending her week getting ready for her work transition. Is it a massive transition? Are you still going to be working with doofuses? They're moving fields. Okay, they're moving fields. We do have a couple of pictures from Sprinkles. She took some pictures of one of her fields recently to show you guys. That's coming up. But I wonder if I can get this open. Can I download it? Because that would be easier. Oh my gosh, I'm going to hear it, aren't I? Hang on a second, Ingrid. I'm going to make that play so that I can download it, and then I might be able to do it full screen, which would be very, very beneficial. But I am going to show you guys one of Riggles' pictures that she sent over. She got a book recently, last week or maybe the week before. I don't know. She'll let you know somehow. But she is quite chuffed. I'm sorry. I just, it's the noses. They don't look right to me. So it's from Annie's Crochet, Year-Round Gnomes. So Miss Riggles is going to get busy making. Welcome in, Miss Lulu's Treasure Trove. Welcome in. Purp's going to be volunteering in the charity shop and going out for tea with a friend. Good girl. You've got to keep the socials open. Have to keep the socials open. Don't lose contact with friends. The reality of contact with friends. It's one thing doing it on a phone or on a keyboard, but actually going face to face and seeing a person. It's pretty good. Ingrid says this week, aiming to do some videos, seaming up the long sleeve duster coat. Woohoo! Is it finished? Ah! Knitting on my sweater. Our cowl. Ah, yes, our cowl. Hood on our cowl. I'm hoping the oxygen lasts. No, it will. It will. It will. It will. It'll be fine. It will be fine. September socks. September socks. I thought you said you'd done your September socks already. Natalie says health and safety paperwork is the killer. Where's the coffee? You're supposed to be cutting down on the coffee, girlie. And the chocolate. Chocolate? I don't actually fancy some. I wouldn't say no to it right now, but I don't actually fancy some, which is good. I haven't even had lunch yet. I don't eat now until about an hour after this live is finished. It's only 2 meals for today. I'm sure I can do it. As long as I've got plenty to drink, I should be fine. 10 more months to check. Oh, is that all? Easy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy cover girl. Sprinkle says you're so right. I spent this last week with a friend I don't get to see very often. We had a blast. There's a friend that I've been helping her out so much via the phone because she's on the other side of the screen. I've never met her face to face, but she's had a fair few amount of problems. I've tried to help her through them, and she's been getting therapy for about a year now, and she's still going. And I said, you really need to get in touch with your friends. You know, it's great that you're doing the therapy on the one day that you have off, but how about every other week, instead of going to therapy, you get a different type of therapy and contact one of your friends and go out for a cup of tea, or, yeah, I'm English, cup of tea. Go out for a drink or an ice cream or a sandwich or something, so that you spend time with your friend, because that's just as therapeutic as it would be going to a therapist, and it's not going to cost you as much. And she started doing that, and she's so grateful. How she didn't think of it, but she's absolutely loving it that she's doing the alternating and she's catching up with a friend face to face rather than just all over the phone. She's really making the most of it. Okie dokie. Next picture is from Lisa, as in Dragon Bee Crochet. Now I've got to read it to you first because there's a little bit that goes with it. She says there is a cardigan that she's made for her newest great granddaughter, her older sister, and her actual granddaughter, the mom, and they're all going to get matching cardigans for Christmas. And then the other bit I will read out momentarily, but the cardigan she's making, they're all going to be the same, so there shouldn't be any quarrels about yours is better than mine, mine's better than yours kind of thing. But that's what she's working on at the moment. She's found matching buttons for all of them, so they're all going to be the same. And she's quite chuffed with her work, as she should be. I don't know if she's actually put them on her channel or not. I'm sure I saw something on her channel with them. But the next one is going to make you think, what? So Lisa told me this quite some time ago, and all I could think was, ugh. This is a treat that she's been doing on a regular basis since she was a kid. There was something, I can read the full thingy out, but there was something about when she was a kid. She was pretending that she had this restaurant, and she had some, was it mud or was it chocolate mousse that she had, and her family member turned around and said, "Oh, what is it? Oh, it's stew. Stew needs peas." So since then, she's been adding peas to chocolate mousse, and it's her delicacy: frozen peas and chocolate mousse. Oh my gosh, some people are so strange. I mean, I'll read it out to you, but what is going on? So she says, fresh garden peas from the farmer's market. She shells them. I've never known anyone to shell peas. Then freeze in little bags and then eat them in chocolate pudding, or as we call them over here, chocolate mousse, but chocolate pudding. She says, when I was little, I was having a tea party with my stuffed toys in Grandma's yard. She brought me out a bowl of chocolate pudding and said, "Here's some stew to go with your tea party." Well, everyone knows the stew needs peas. So off I went and raided her garden. So now every summer I get a stash of peas, freeze them, and it's just a treat. And I don't get a lot, but yummy. Anybody else do that? I need to know how many strange people there are around. Really. I've seen lots of people trying that granny square pattern. Very cute. Yeah, she's made 3 of them as well. She's a fairly quick crochet, not like lightning fast crocheter, but she's pretty fast crocheter, and as soon as she's got something in her head, it's done. It's very, very quick. Yeah, children dreams becoming in reality. She does it on a regular. It's very weird. It's very weird. Let's do one more from Ms. Purp. Open up. So basically, for those that aren't in the UK, York is very much a preserved medieval city. There's still a lot of the wall that surrounds the city, because back in medieval times, cities would have, the keep on the top of a hill, and the villagers would be down in the bottom, and all around the whole lot would be a wall. They've still got the majority of the wall. They've still got a lot of the houses that are like, the top of the house is here and the bottom of the house is here, so they lean over so they can shove the pee and the poop in the street. I don't think that goes on anymore, but there's I'm pretty sure the castle, or part of the castle, is there, whether it's the Bailey or what, I don't know. But she's very clearly been over to York and been snapping pics. So this is Barley Hall, I think. Barley Hall, is that right? Medieval hall, still as it always was. It's not reenacted. Okay, the things on the table might be brand new, made to the same style, but the actual hall itself is all original. Let me scroll up. Hi ho, it's off to work. Go. Take care, Miss Corey. I know you've already gone probably, but still have a good one. Steve says he shells the peas every year from the garden. I don't eat them, but family loves peas. You shell peas? I find it very weird. Why do we shell peas? Or is that just taking the pods off? See, now I've just thought of that. Is that actually taking out the pod? Is that what's regarded as shelling a pea? Or do you actually take the skin off the pea? I love peas. Fresh peas are beautiful. I like getting fresh peas in the pod and shelling them and adding. You shell them as well. What is wrong with people? Great nutrients. Here's another part of the haul. I grow most of my veg for the year. I so wish I could. I really do, because it'd be a lot cheaper. I absolutely love that floor. I bet the majority of that floor is all original as well. Thank you, Miss Lulu. Hanky markers, you know. Hanky markers. Look at that. I'm kind of wondering if that was where they would have the main fire. I know there's usually one on one side of the hall, but I'm wondering if that's the middle fire. How would love to be able to visit. I know, absolutely amazing. I can't remember if you took one of the outside Purp. He's taking the pods off. Oh, well, in that case, Sprinkles, thank you. Well, yeah, in that case, we all take the pods off because can't get to the peas without taking the pods off. So, okay, thank you. See, the brain kicks into gear occasionally. I'd love to come across the pond and see England, Ireland, and Scotland. Like everywhere, Lucy, every single place is the same. You've got good bits and you've got bad bits. York, Lincoln, the Lake District, I would say those three are noteworthy. As for anywhere else, I can't speak for Scotland. I've been to Wales a couple of times, and I've been to Southern Ireland, but that's my limit. That's my limit. But yeah, some beautiful, beautiful countryside. Shelley's removing from the pod. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. I can't help being stupid every now and again. I would regard shelling a pea as there's the pea and you're taking that first layer of skin off, or you can kind of squeeze it a little bit, the pea comes out and you're left with the shell, the skin of the pea. And I'm seeing that it was shelling peas. I'm like, why would you sit there and individually take their little jackets off? Just eat it. Shelling is depodding. Thank you. I'm simple, okay? I'm simple. Not snow peas, those you can eat whole. Oh, I don't know what snow peas are, but I do really like petit pois. Petit pois. Love the crunch. Love the texture. Love them. Oh my gosh, she's in. Welcome in, Miss. Blind Stitches Creations is in the house. Welcome in. Nana Michelle as well. Been lurking, but shelling peas. It's just taking them out of the pod. Okay, all right. We know I'm simple now. Okay, we know. All right, lay off me. Oh my gosh, I asked. Isn't it good job I asked? There's so many people that with anything are too ashamed to ask, or they're worried how people will think of them if they ask. If you don't ask, how on earth are you going to find out? Really? I asked. I feel like a doofus, but at least I know. Oh, Nana Michelle, you should have had something through the post and emails. I know you definitely didn't get the email that I needed you to get on Friday, but we've got to scrap that one. But you should have had stuff. And how are you feeling now? Are you any better? I hope so. Hang on, I need a slurp. I'm sorry. It's getting a little bit cold now. Still lukewarm, but it's getting a little bit cold. It tastes so good though. I'd love snow peas. heck, me and vegetables, the only vegetables I absolutely adore, and I know a lot of people think it's a load of tosh, but personally speaking, vegetables and fruit are they're up there. They're my favourite food. Happily snack on them raw, cooked, roasted, whatever, love them. Except don't like avocado and I don't like courgettes. Nope. I didn't like aubergine at one point, but I found out it was cooked wrong, and I tried it cooked properly and I quite liked it. But courgettes and avocados, and capers. No. The rest of it, bring it on. Love it. Debra says, I sent you a thing. Not as impressive. She sent me a thing. Not as impressive for York, but I'm hoping to make something good. I will have to shove it in my... That sounds bad. I'll have to shove it in my file. Something I purchased. Ooh. I will get there. Okay. So I've got a couple more pictures coming in. I suppose I better get through some, haven't I? Let me scroll down quickly. You and your shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Me, I do not do shenanigans. I create havoc. I don't do shenanigans. Oh, not on a daily basis anyway. This is from Miss Riggles. She's showing us the start of her Amigurumi Dragon, which she is currently working on the head of, which I'm sure will go just at the top, really. But doing it in very, very dark yarn. So it's a lot of touching feeling. Lots of where's the stitch, which I'm sure for a lot of us would slow us down a heck of a lot. Now, this next picture is again from York, from Purp, and I have a postcard of this. Now, they're called the Shambles. It was the Shambles, wasn't it? Yes, it's called the Shambles in York, and it just basically is a street where they've got those houses where the top is over here and the bottom's down here, so they can chuck the poop and the peep out. But this is the Shambles. Sinus stuff. Is your sinuses stuffed? So here we have, and it's still the cobbled street as well, if I remember rightly, over there. But you've got such higgledy-piggledy buildings that are all different shapes and sizes. We've got modern stuff over here as well. But you see in the distance, there we go. You see how the top juts out. The front door's like over here somewhere, and then the top is out here so that they could throw out their waste without it being on their doorstep. But you see these two here, sometimes you could literally shake hands with your neighbour just by opening your window. Oh, look, pie. Ooh, pie. Is there another one in this series? I can't remember. No, there's not another one in this series. I love York. There's an attraction called the Jorvik Centre as well, which is you sit in this little cart thingy, and you get taken around, and you're told the story of York, and it starts literally from caveman. But it's not just like a little tour kind of funky thing. You've got the smells as well. Yes, every smell. I was so grateful that Okay, only you UK people are going to know this bit, but I was so grateful that I had a blue Peter badge because I could get in there for free. And I went round and it okay, yeah, the models, the dummies in there are a little bit okay, but the smells and the sounds and absolutely brilliant little attraction. It really is. Scrolling down, cauliflower is what you love the most, right, Lisa? Heck yeah. Yeah. Cauliflower. Oh, yeah. Cauliflower is so my favourite. I could quite happily sit there and just snack on a collie. The majority of vegetables, if it didn't seem so stupid, well, I don't suppose it is stupid, but if it didn't seem so out of the ordinary or judgmental, I would more than happily just sit and have vegetables raw, al dente, more than happy. Cooking it is just so, you're getting rid of all the nutrients and the goodness for the most part. And but give me a bag full of Brussels sprouts, a cauliflower, carrot, almost anything, not potato. I would happily just sit there and snack on them raw. Love them. I'm lazy this morning. Not out of bed yet. What time is it, Lucy, for you? What time is it? Look at the flower boxes. Is it really lovely? Oh, did we see flower boxes? I missed the flower boxes. I'm sorry. Now, what's this? Better have a quick look at that because I don't remember her sending me a... Hang on. I don't know what happened. It's just disappeared. There we go. Okay. So, those of you who know Angela Wright, I've been begging for so long to see her last top that she made. And she showed me. And she said I was more than welcome to show it today. So here's the top. Look at that yoke. I don't know who she made it for. But when you see her, give her a pat on the back. Because she's only recently... I can't remember if this was her first top or only her second top that she's made. I think she's done absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And she just keeps on chugging along, bless her. Absolutely brilliant. Miss Lucy sent some pictures. Okie dokie. I've got to head back to the inbox pretty soon. Let's see who I've got. I've got Spring, DebraWomack, Riggles, and Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing them. I've got to get rid of the ones that have been sent through. Not rid in that way. That sounds nasty. But I've got to get through the ones that have been sent to me before today. But I'll get there. I will get there. Any Harry Potter fans, Diagon Alley was based on the Shambles. I didn't even know that. I had no clue. A fudge shop across the street from the pie shop. I didn't even notice that. See, now weirdly, okay, I had breakfast this morning. I say this morning. I had breakfast 4 hours ago now. And at my usual lunchtime, my belly started going, hello, I'm here. Hello, I'm here. But that was only an hour after I had breakfast. Right now, I'm not peckish. I know I will be when this goes down, but I'm not peckish right now, thankfully. You all saw the fudge shop. I'm glad I didn't. That was the body and the neck is in black yarn, and now she's working on the head. On the head. When I should put the next picture up, I'll show you my cauliflower. I don't want to eat him, but I'll show you my cauliflower. No potato. Potato. I eat potato, but I wouldn't want it raw. And that's kind of what I meant about the potato thing. And I definitely don't want to go eating a potato. Definitely not. Raw veggies, yeah, they're so good for you. And to kind of chomp on them as well. So you've got that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Nothing wrong with loving raw veggies. Raw veganism is a type of lifestyle. I would happily. I would so prefer. My ideal roast dinner would be to have my Yorkshire pudding, my mashed potato, and a pile of raw veg. I'd be so happy. So happy. I'll have raw veg anytime above cooked veg. And heck, it's a lot quicker too, huh? It's a lot quicker. 7 a.m. Oh, well, you did say you don't get up before 7 a.m. So, you know, any time as of now then, Lucy. Any time as of now. God, lots of people loving raw vegetables. Good on you. Good on you. Beautiful top for Miss Angela. The lacy bit, I love that. I love that yoke on that top. Love it. I love the fact it doesn't come down to like here before it then goes solid. I like that. I like it. I can't tell you what top it is because she didn't tell me, but I like it. Stopped working, it's making your head worse. Don't go doing that, Riggles. Raw potato is an emergency acid reflux fix. I'd probably just chuck it back up. Okay, so another picture from Miss Purp. Now she's going to have to explain this one. I can guess, but she's going to have to explain it. It's the ultimate recycling, reduce, reuse, recycle. It's the treasurer's house in York. So I can only imagine that it's building material. Oops. All building materials that have been come from other buildings that have been thrown down. That's my guess. But the windows, look at the windows. And I bet they've got some stained glass in some of them as well. I mean, this isn't something that would make me go, oh my gosh, oh, I love it. But this will fascinate me. Look at all the little holes, like loads of little dominoes making up the bricks. And then along here, I wonder what they used to look like back in their day. We got one more. No, we haven't got one more. I'll wait for Purp to let us know about this. Let me go grab that cauliflower while Purp lets us know about this treasurer's house. You wait, she's run off now, I bet. Now we need her. There she is. Made up of old bits of carved stone. Oh. So they were literally just bits from buildings to make up the wall. I mean, the red brick is obviously a more modern addition. But those massive blocks, that's medieval, that is. Massive. Welcome in, Sharon. Afternoon. Afternoon. I did go and get my cauliflower because I do love cauliflower. I love cauliflower. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This was made by Ninja. I asked her if she could do a commission for me, and she was willing to send to somebody else. And that's someone being Joe, Garden State Gardener. And when I saw that there was a cauliflower, I begged. I wanted a cauliflower, so I got my own little collie. My own little collie. And I love it. I just don't want to eat that one. Busts recessed into the stone wall. Certainly looks like it. Welcome in, Ginny. Mama G. Popping in to give a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You never got a hold of me, so I guess you found something, Mama G. Don't you think you should eat that one? No, I don't want to eat that one. I don't want to eat that one. Okay, that's now downloaded, so I can get rid of that. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs. Let me open Sprinkles. So earlier on, I said that one of the pictures that Sprinkles had was of her field. It is. It's one of her fields with some salt licks in it, and also something making use of those salt licks. You think you fixed it. I didn't realise anything was broken, Mama G. But you sorted it, so I'm glad you did. Can we see what's happening around the salt block? Oh my gosh. Now I don't know because I'm not there, but I'm guessing this is classified as a black bear, not a brown bear. I know there's a difference. I don't know which one's supposed to be grizzly. But look at him having a nom on that. Look at that. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom. On a salt lick. I mean, what on earth? But I know they're dangerous. But am I the only one that would love to just run up to that ball and give it a great big hug? He's just so fluffy. He's so fluffy. I'm sure Sprinkles kept away. Okay, I wouldn't want to go near the teeth, but oh my gosh, he looks just so cuddly. But why are you round a salt lick? Surely with that amount of fuzz on you in the summer, you don't want to dehydrate yourself anymore. I'm done now. Anybody see me? Anybody see me? I'm finished. He's so cute. I don't know how long he was there. Only Sprinkles knows that one. Now I'm not sure if he's trying to hump it or just barrel roll it. I don't know. I don't know. Look, it's almost like a happy pup. It's like, oh, I heard it. I heard it. Is that Master? Almost. Okay, I might be pushing it a little bit, but oh my gosh. He's so cute and cuddly. Okay, I know nobody would really want to cuddle it, but I would want to go and run and give it a squeeze. He was pouncing on it. I mean, things like that. It just, oh no. I'd be scared. I'd run away in opposite direction. No, thank you. No picture. I'd be stuck. I'd be stuck there watching. I'd be fascinated. So enjoying the salt lick. Yes, I agree. I'd love to go cuddle him. But yeah, don't think Mr. Bear would welcome that. No. But still, it's cute. Mama Bear would hurt you. See now, because it's only a picture, you can't put it into comparison whether it's a baby, a teen, or an adult, but still pretty big. Pretty big. One of the 3 cubs from last year. It's a big bear. He's big. He's big. Okay. Now I have something from Ingrid. I'm going to upload that to this because it'd make a lot more sense. It'll be easier for you guys to see. So as soon as that's uploaded, I will show you Ingrid's little video of where she went. Was it yesterday that you went, Ingrid, or was it Saturday? Yeah. Just come. We'll have a look. Juvenile. She's like, oh yes, that's a juvenile. It's way too small. And I look at it going, it's quite big. I know nothing. I'm over here in the UK. I know nothing. Next picture is from Sally, Ms. Homer, as I now call her. It's a nickname. We get black bear around here. Be real careful and you don't find yourself between them, mum and the cub. But they're so cute. You've got some beautiful wildlife around you. But then again, you've got the trees, which is a great cover and a great natural source for them. I'm very, very jealous about where you are. In fact, I'm jealous for a lot of Americans where they are because the amount of wildlife around them, it's beautiful. Ingrid went yesterday. Okay, I'm doing Ingrid's after this one then. So this is Sally Horner. She had a harvest this weekend and a little harvest, maybe. But look how shiny and huge. Look at all the maters. Look at all the maters. And bell peppers. And there's, I don't know if that was part of the harvest, but there's a watermelon down there. But yeah, we've got beautiful looking bell peppers, cherry-sized tomatoes, and massive tomatoes. It makes me want to ram one in me gob, really. But I'm not hungry yet, so there won't be any ramming. But very, very nice little harvest. They're not so cute when I'm all in your face. Well, maybe not quite so cute at that point. Ginny, I would be well chuffed. There's not only really good company and lots of giggles, but there's the nature as well. I'd be well happy. I don't know if Beany would be, but I would be. I love the deer. Yeah, those deer that she uploaded. Oh my gosh. And they're just going about the business. It's a little bit worrying that they're so close and they're not afraid, but they're so beautiful. Okay, so we're doing Miss Ingrid's video now. This was shot yesterday. She went in the car to I've forgotten the name of it again. Ingrid, you're going to have to do the details. But let's have a look what was just outside the car.
Daar lê enetjie binne, die het nog gaan lol daar. Hoe skrik hy.
Ta-da! Yeah, I never know when the video is finished because my whole thing goes when I put a video on, so I never know, and it mutes you automatically. But welcome in, Chris. Good morning. It does look very odd having the penguins on mud and grass. Like, why? And Ginny, with you scaring them away, well done. A lot of people just want to go and pet them and encourage them, and it's so wrong. They ought to be fearful of us. They need to be fearful of us because we're dangerous, not just to them, but ourselves, let's face it. Sprinkles wants to be sung to. What are we singing, Sprinkles? And Purp, no, you can't have one. Sorry. See, now Zara's saying the penguins remind her of her trip to South Africa. And I'm thinking penguins don't belong in South Africa, so why are they there? It's baby time. Baby making time. Welcome in, Scary. Hello. Welcome in. And we all honk our horns to all wildlife if they're near the... Well done. Jack or Jenny was singing a beautiful song. Oh, on the penguin, for the penguins? See, I can't even remember. I only saw it yesterday as well. Okay. Now, another thing. I think this is the last one from Purp. Purp, is it okay to show the humans as well? Or do you want me to omit that one before I start it? Well, no, I can show you the first one. But just let me know whether I need to omit the final one or not. But Purp also took a travel down the river Ouse. See, look, you've got part of a keep or gatehouse and another bit here. This is still York. There's so much of the old buildings in York. They're still kept. How they've lasted this long, I don't know. I have no idea. Certainly a lovely day for it as well. See, now that's something I haven't done. I haven't gone down the River Ouse on a boat ride. That's something I haven't done. Beautiful sky. And then, I know it's a bit dark, but that looks worrying. That looks worrying. We have a Mr. Purp, and we have, hang on. Now I said, is that snail? And I can't remember whether you said it is or it isn't snail. Is it or isn't it snail? I forgot. But it's definitely Mr. Purp. Only ever seen York in the rain, but it's a beautiful city. Yes, I love the cobbled streets too. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I'm a texture freak anyway, so yeah, they do it for me. An hour trip down the Ouse. No, Snail's little sis. That's it. Thank you. Mini snail. That would make me want to say, is she the slug then? When she gets older, she gets a shell and she becomes a snail. But yes, so we have the River Ouse on a beautiful day in York. So thank you very, very much, Miss Purp, for all the pictures, because when they all came in, I was sat here glued to the screen for ages, looking at little things and what's going on and what's where, and how I miss the fudge shop, I don't know. But absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, that goes with any of you, anyone that is willing to share the photos. If you are, thank you so much, because not only do I get to see different parts of the world, but I get to see things that make you smile, and then it gets shared here to make others smile as well, which is it's wonderful. Now, I'm kind of gutted that Karen hasn't sent me a photo that I was really keen to see, but she has sent a little something. So we're going first with a bush. But as Karen would say, play, I spy, look carefully, and what can you see? And I will zoom in a moment. Joni, welcome in. I always pop in streams at just the right time. Yeah, we're having a show-off moment where we're kind of having a nosy through each other's lives, as it were. Things that make you smile, things that happen, things that are going on. And let's zoom in. Has anybody spotted it yet? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Let me know when you spot it. Yeah, it's wonderful to see how others live and what makes each other smile and gets you going. Am I doing another zoom in? Let's do another one. One more. Have we seen it yet? Have we seen it yet? I know those on mobiles are going to find this really difficult unless you've got it full screen. Someone like Riggles, who's probably got us on the TV, can probably definitely see it. Busy Lizzies. Yeah, I wonder what they call Busy Lizzies over in America. Granny called them that. Don't know the real name. Yeah. Look over here in this corner. Look. Little Bunsy. And Miss Karen said she only noticed it when she came to crop the photo. There was the bunny sat there. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Karen picture if a certain person wasn't involved. And this fella's got a donut. Donut, you might think. But nope, wrong donut. Poor Steely on his little trumpet with a donut. It's like the whole of shame. Look, he's got drool and everything. Poor Steel. The poor Steel. Poor thing. But Karen did say she's working on one for next week, which should be an interesting one. But I can't remember. Karen will have to let us know. The reason why he's got the donut on is because he either licks or he chews his paws until they're red raw. So he has a donut so he doesn't go chomping himself, because eating yourself isn't a good thing. Then we have from Michelle, and she hasn't given me the name for it, I don't think. No, she's just said shawl. Look at that yummy nose. No, we're not eating dog noses, Ingrid. No. Miss Michelle's latest shawl. Look how vibrant that is. Now, I'm guessing this is the one that she said was Scapier's. What was the colour? Bright rainbow? Was it bright rainbow? I can't remember. Adalia. Oh, it's the Adalia shawl. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, he's been doing both those things. He's just trying to eat himself. The Adalia shawl. I love this bit. This bit I love. This bit around the yellow. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Did you do any colour work with that, Michelle? Oh, this is Hobie Twister. Twist. Oh, Hobie. There you go, people. Hobie haul incoming. Hobie haul. But that is just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. No, straight off. It worked up pretty well then, huh? Pretty well. Okay. Before I go into today's emails, I'm going to do a little bit of showing off because on the odd occasion, I can. On the odd occasion. So, for those that haven't seen it, I mean, I don't know why you haven't seen it, but still. Dodo sent me some looms that she was going to be getting rid of. And she asked me if I wanted to try it. And I said, yeah, I'll give it a go. And it took me a little while to do it. And I picked one up and I was like, now what? So I literally went onto YouTube and said, easy loom project. And the first thing that came up is what I attempted and is also what I made. And I've now made 3 and I'm chuffed because I didn't do anything before it. I just went straight in and did this project and I'm quite chuffed with myself. I'm quite chuffed with myself. Let me be chuffed. Absolutely pleased with myself. And yes, I've made more because a friend wanted one and she wanted one for her sister as well. Chuff away. So I've got to be careful with that because chuff actually means something else over here. You can be chuffed, but you've got to be careful when the ED comes off. But yes, so there is that. And then I'll show you 2 pictures before I come on to somebody else's. If I can find it, there it is. Something happened in our garden a couple of weeks ago. Now, for those that have seen my garden, there's just endless lavender. There's lavender all over the place, and there's so many different bees. There's honeybees and bumblebees and no stripe bees and blue bees, and there's bees in abundance. But every now and again, I get a little butterfly, and I mainly get 3 pretty common butterflies. But this year, I saw a butterfly that I've never seen before in reality, and it is so tiny. It's only just about the size of a man's thumb, only just. And it's specially coloured as well, because if I zoom in, can you see the colouring on it? Oh, he's so cute and little. He's so cute and little. Now I can't remember which way I'm going. There we go. It's so tiny, and when its wings are shut, it blends in with the background so well. How I spotted it, I have no idea, but I'm glad I spotted it and Beany didn't, because bless it, it looks a little bit dishevelled. But I'm sure if Beany would have grabbed it, it would be exceptionally dishevelled. So yeah, it was so nice to see a butterfly that I haven't seen before in my garden. It would have been lovely to see 2 of them, so I knew it had a companion, but I'm quite pleased I found it. It absolutely beautiful. This is so cute. Now we have oh, Lucy. Okay, so Lucy's going to have to tell a story now, because Lucy recently went to a very special wedding. So I'm going to let Lucy tell the story. I hope they're not going to go free diving off that cliff. That's a pretty dress. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sorry. Wasn't meant to click off it. Sorry. So, Lucy, give us a story, please. And then I'll move it over to the next one. Nice earrings as well. Kind of want to say that's Colorado, but I bet I'm way out. Way out. And there's me that just thinks that white dress is getting so dirty underneath. Ring ceremony in Bryce Canyon at sunrise. And the wedding party. Oh, look at her showing a bit of leg. Beautiful greens in the background. Utah. Ooh. They have the houses inside the rocks in Utah. I remember that. Not all the houses, I know. Did you spot it? Did you spot it? Did you spot it? Did you? Did you? Did you? Huh? Did you spot it? It is so tiny. I know they're tiny anyway, but oh my gosh. We don't have hummingbirds over here. And I know they're so common over yonder. But how cute. Welcome in, Homer. We did your harvest. People wanted to eat your harvest, Sally. It doesn't matter if it gets dirty because she's not wearing it again. Oh my gosh. So cute. Can't get over how teeny they are. I'd love to see one in real life. Ooh, white building. Ooh. Very clean. Oh, I want to see more of that window. Veil and everything. Oh, and I'm guessing that's a bridesmaid behind her. I'm guessing. I have everything with hummingbirds on. Homer. Yes, Homer, Karen. As in Homer Simpson. They are less and less. Riggles has them come to her. Mel has them. There's another lady that I see every now and again that she has them outside her window so often. And it's just, oh my gosh. And you get special hummingbird feeders and, oh, they're so cute. They are so tiny. You know it's stuck, Sally. You know it's stuck. There you go. Michelle's even got some. I've had them on my hands. Oh my gosh. Why are you rolling your eyes at me now, Karen? What have I done? What have I done? See, Joni's got them as well. I really would love to see one in real life. I really would. Okay, so Riggles is showing us her progress on the dragon head. She said She's just added the ears and the nostrils. I hope you've made sure there were no bogies in the nostrils before you put them on him. And ridge during this live. So we have a dragon head. Look at the nostrils on that. So we've got ears. I'm guessing the eyes will go here. We've got his snout and the nostrils. He's a big dragon. Big dragon. And you're working with black as well. Oh, there you go. You see, Ingrid has them as well. Yes, Karen. It's Sally's nickname. Homer. My mum's in the mountains and had to take her hummingbird feeders down because a bear has been getting at them. At the feeders or at the hummingbirds? Both. White building is the Payson Temple of the Church Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's a very, very clean building. Very, very clean building. Do you know how old the building is? Because I'd say it's so clean, it's pretty new. Then we have what Debra has sent. She says, something I purchased with help from my last spinny wheelie wins. She's bought some Malabrigo Rios in Sunset. She spoiled herself. Ooh. Oh, that looks really soft. Worsted weight 210 yards, 192 meters, 100 grams. 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter hook, 100% superwash merino. Ooh. Nom, 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 nom. Feeders, I'm sure, as they are sweet. Oh, you guys use like sugar water for the feeders, right? The feeders, they're filled with sugar water and the bear licks at it, yeah. Knocks down. Oh, Malabrigo, squishy goodness. I could, Debra, she's back in. It's so soft. I'm going to make a top. She's going to make a top. And then she herself will become uberly squishy. Take care, miss. I love the Rios. Looks beautiful. Have a good one. Have a good day. About 10 years old. Oh, so it is fairly new. There is a temple in London, is there? I bet there's probably a couple, actually. Possibly. Oh my gosh. What are you sending me, Sprinkles? Okay. I'm guessing Sprinkles started moving the things she said she was moving, because we've got a moo. But you can see his ear flicking as well, or her ear. I don't know if it's a him or her. I'm not looking. Completely black as well. Yep, she's moving them. But look at this. Is this today, Sprinkles? Is this like just before you sent this? Sun rays early in the morning, spreading all the light all around. I wonder if I get copyrighted for doing that. Isn't that gorgeous? See, that goes with the Rios, right? Last night's sunset. Moo hitching a ride. Yeah, I bet. Oh, I see a Neddy. I see a Neddy. There's a Neddy. Ingrid's got some absolutely gorgeous sunsets as well. There's every now and again she'll say, "This is our sky right now," and you're just like, "Oh my gosh, beautiful." It's one thing that I miss from my morning walks. When I did my walks in the morning, it was always before people were around, so that I could be in nature alone, kind of thing. Not doing anything. It's not that kind of channel. Don't get any ideas. But just being able to be out there with the fresh air and natural sounds, and then watching the sun come up, because the way I would walk, I'd be facing the sun coming up. And then as I got back home, it'd be behind me. And it's beautiful, beautiful. Mooching a ride. Very good, very good. Feeding horses during a beautiful sunset, apart from that one that just didn't want to be anywhere near you, apparently, or maybe it farted and ran off very, very quickly. Okay, so that's Sprinkles, and then I've only got one more. Since you don't have Facebook, here is my 2 weeks of Spring's Cowl. Look at the colour. Now, I might be mistaken here. This might be purple. It might be purple. But I would love to turn around and say it's royal blue, but I don't think it is. I think it's probably purple. Riggles doing the Turbulent Skies Cowl. I love the owl eyes in it. I think my favourite bit out of that spring is this bit here. Out of the whole shawl, it's that bit that I love. He was headed to the barn ahead of me. Oh, he's getting ahead of you. Oh. It is royal blue. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken then, Miss Riggles is making this out of her members pack yarn, which is in royal blue, Stylecraft Special DK. But isn't it lovely? Yeah, I do now, Riggles. I do now. I love it. Part 3 just came out today for the shawl. Ooh. Coming in use. I like that. I'm sure there's one other person that said they were going to make. Oh, Gina Knitting Turnpike is possibly going to be making a top out of her members pack. I believe. I can't remember what it's called though. Let me see if I can see. The No Need to Panic sweater she's planning on making in the royal blue, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing because it's really texturized. Royal blue Stylecraft, lovely. A total win-win. I know, right? So I have done all the photos, I believe. For anybody who wants to know the, I mentioned earlier about that I'm going to be doing my first mosaic, and I've got to make, a square first to see how much yarn I'm using. Here is an example of the blanket that I am planning to make. Here's another example of the blanket I'm planning to make. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, you keep going, Riggles. You keep going, girl. And I hope you keeping it for yourself as well. The Amma blanket, I really like it, and I'm planning Dodo has helped me with the main colour, because I was like, well, really, I do silver and blue, but I don't want shiny on that. I think it would ruin it completely. But of course, it's going to be blue, but I just don't know what to do as the main colour backing. And Dodo had suggested a grey, and she showed me 3 greys, and I've picked the grey that I'm going to be using. And it's all done with DK as well. But what I'm going to do is, yes, my main colour is going to be a light grey, but there's going to be each square, it's going to have several different blues. So I'm going to go blue cube raiding and grab as many different colour blues as I can, because each square is going to be a different blue, or at least, you know, as many blues as I can, and mix them up as best I can. But I'm kind of looking forward to it and kind of scared at the same time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the 2 colour, I think the one where it was like loads and loads of colours, she listed them on in her Ravelry project thingy, and she must have had about 20 different colours of Stylecraft Special DK. Nuts. For me, it would hurt my eyeballs a little bit too much. So mine is kind of 2 colours, but it's blues on a pale grey background, kind of a silvery grey. We'll see what happens, okay? I'm going through a lot of testing times right now. There's the new lifestyle change to lose weight and to get healthy again. There's the me trying not to moan quite as much. You're right. There's me attempting mosaic for the first time. There's too many tests all at once. Too many tests. It's going to be so beautiful. So happy you've chosen that to start with. Such a lovely pattern. I really, really hope so. I really, really hope so. And I think it's mainly because Dodo had made one, and I'm sure she said it was the first time that she'd done a mosaic, and she said how easy it was. Now, Dodo is a way, way better crocheter than I am. Way better, most people are, let's face it. But with her saying, you know, it's really easy, it's really simple to do, I was like, I can do that. I can do that. So I've done my first amigurumi now, and now I'm going to do my first mosaic. And honestly, those that have been with me for a little while, I've often said, yeah, I'm in no rush to do a mosaic. I've got no interest in making a mosaic. Yeah, it's going to happen now. Slowly. Welcome in, Christine. Hello. Hello to the Yarny folk. I like that. Are you going through a midlife crisis? Yeah, something like that. I think that's probably a good way of saying it, Springles. There's very much kind of midlife crisis going on right now. It's scary stuff. We're here to love and support you, miss. We've got you. Well, I've got to finish this cardigan off. I've got one more front panel to do. Put the 3 items together, then make the edging around the front, and then that cardigan is done. And straight after that cardigan, I'm making a shawl. And then I can't remember what's after the shawl. What's after the shawl? For Thursday, my quiet crochet time, I'm actually doing another thing that I've never done before. I don't believe there's anything in life where you should be in a rut and you don't want to come out the rut because it's nice and comfortable down there, and you're down there, it's all good. I think you really should challenge yourself with different things. Maybe not constantly, but certainly try to come out your comfort zone and give something a go, because then you can turn around and say, I tried, it wasn't for me, or you know what, I gave it a go and I absolutely really, really love it. So yeah, coming out of comfort zones isn't always a bad thing. Isn't always a bad thing. Like that, it's squares, not a huge blanket, so lots of little wins will make it easier. The one that I'm planning on doing is there's different ways of doing this blanket. You can make little squares or you can make bigger squares. I'm making the bigger, and you can either do 12 squares, 20 something, or 48, and I'm going to do 48. I'm going to do a big one. I mean, I say that I haven't even done one square yet, but the plan is 48 squares. Yeah, we'll see what happens there, huh? Everyone's saying you got this. Oh, if only you knew my head. Just be hard-headed. I am hard-headed, and it's my hard head that's going, no! But yeah, like everything, you know, you've got to give it a go before you can judge. So that's what I'm doing. I've judged all this time, and it's like, no, give it a go. Then you can judge properly. So that's what I'm doing. Anywho, so that's the plan. We've got the new lifestyle in place. Oh my gosh, we are going to end on a good note because I can do one more photo and then we're running away. But Miss Michelle has just sent a lovely little... Oh, and I was going to show you some other things as well. Okay, I'm going to show you one more lot of my pictures as well because I think some people will like them. But Michelle... Oh my gosh. 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 Michelle, do we have a name? Do we? Gotta have a plan just as you go along. Exactly, Lucy. Yes. I'm so much a believer in planning. Yes. Spontaneity? Nah, can't do that anymore. No, I need to plan it. After 2 squares, you hate it. You have a cushion cover. Dodo said, if you only make one and you hate it, at least you can sit a plant pot on it. We've been in this Victorian house for 3 years and I'm working on the gardens. And Miss Michelle is showing us a picture of Lucy. Look, you fuzzy. Oh. How old is she, Michelle? She's so cute. It's a really good picture as well. She's so cute. She's so fuzzy. She's so fuzzy. So cute. So cute. So cute. Let me get that down. Now, I wanted to show you guys. I might as well get my pictures over and done with. Get rid of them. Open up. Yeah, okay. 10 weeks old. You know, just like we have had with Bear, we need the constant photos to check on the well-being and the cuteness. You know we're going to need regular ones. Okay, I have pictures that I was supposed to show you last week, and I didn't. So they're getting a little bit old now, but I'm still going to show you. I'll send a picture of the shawl I've done for next week. Thank you, Sharon. She's not awake yet. It's 3:05, woman. 3:05. Now, Ingrid's just said, look at that little face and the pawsy. Let's go with the little pawsy, shall we? I couldn't help it. I just had to take a picture. I had to. I mean, she's molting really badly, but the pinky blacky toe beans is. And then one of my visitors. Now, this was a little while ago now. But for those that know, for those that don't know, usually if I see a hedgehog in the garden, I'll try and grab it. I'll bring it in. I will check it for ticks. Sometimes I give them a little bit of a wash, sometimes if they're caked in mud. And then I put them back outside where I found them, near some water, try and grab them a snail if I can. But this one was a couple of weeks ago. So there's a water dish. This is just outside my bedroom window. And this one's having a little drink, which pleased me immensely. I was like, oh my gosh, they're actually drinking my water. I feel so honoured. Now this one, you're going to see a couple of photos of these ones. There were 3 that I came across, triplets. They were all the same size. Each one of them had a different personality. But when I went to put them outside again, there was another one. So there were like 4 at least. But I got 3 of them to check over. Look at that little noses. Little noses. Last night it was his grandma that he decided to fight with. She's still healing from the raccoon attack. Oh my gosh. What have you been feeding him? Has he just had a great big implant of testosterone? So all this along here, I scatter hedgehog food near where the water is. So if they can't find a snail for whatever reason, they've still got a little bit of nutrient. And just in case you wanted to make sure that Beany didn't go near them because she might fight them or whatever, she couldn't care less, as you can see. And then down here on the ground, there's one just there, which you can't really see. And there's another one going up to see it. You go 3, 1, 2, and 3. The little pauses. The little pauses. Look at those nails. Those claws, they are so sharp. So you've got 2 looking after each other. You all right? You okay? It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. And Beany looks on. See, Beany doesn't really mind. This ball of prickles. A little glint in the eye. These were so small. These were only just a little bit bigger than my fist. But I haven't seen these babies since the UK had our massive heat wave. Look, she's so fed up now. She's going to sleep now. But these triplets or quads. Oh no, it's penguins again. Stop. It was so nice to see them and give them a check over, and they did come into the garden over the space of 4 or 5 days. But then we had the massive heat wave, and I haven't seen them since, which is a little bit upsetting. How do you handle them without being poked? The gloves that I use are really, really thick ski gloves. And to be fair, if with the juveniles, it's not a problem because they're still fairly soft spikes. But the adults, you still get the odd one come through, and it can hurt. But thankfully, it's very, very rare that one of them is really frightened. And picks up the spikes. When they pick them up, that hurts. But usually when they're just in a ball and they're just being cautious, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt every now and again, but if it weren't for the gloves, there's no way I could. With the juveniles, I would have been able to, but with the adults, definitely not. Beans is lording over the mechas. I know. It's last night. There was one in the garden last night. She went and started watching it because it started picking up the hedgehog food outside the bedroom window, and I got up, put my dressing gown on, went out, took a couple of pictures, and I thought, no, I'm not gonna get it tonight because I'm not gonna be able to bend down. So it's got food, okay, the water's still there, good, we're all good, okay, another couple of pictures, and then I came in. And as I came in, Beanie was sat on the edge of the bed and just looked at me as if to say, we're gonna go there again? Really? It was so an attitude on her. She was not amused. Bear's got some bare spots. Bear has got some bare spots, but Magnolia already had bite marks, and he just took out more of her fur. Oh, maybe he's just really kind of stating his dominance. I mean, he's a big boy now. He's been an adult for just over a year, isn't he? Because he's just over 2 years now, so he's well into adulthood now. Okay, right. I'm gonna bugger off. I've got to get on with my day. I've still got a few things I've got to get sorted for you guys for tomorrow. Welcome in, Lisa. We showed your cardigan and the peas. Good morning. But we're disappearing. Be on the lookout. There is a giveaway coming up. Members, there is your members only live on Wednesday with the spinny wheelie thingy. And don't forget that it will never be in your subscriptions. It'll be on the community tab to get to the video. Are hedgehogs as common to you as raccoons are here? Yes. Yeah, pretty much. The bad thing is you don't see them half as much as like back in my day when I was a kid. Nowhere near enough. Like everything, humans have taken over and we're killing everything, and nowhere's got a safe space anymore. But there's definitely still a few around, and it's wonderful to capture them in their own habitat, as it were. One hedgehog I got to see as a newborn and watched as he grew until I got to get, of course you had hedgehogs as well, didn't you? Riggles in a zoo. Where do you find the community tab? If you go to a channel's homepage, so if any video, just underneath, you've got where it says the channel name, and on the right hand side it's got the subscribe button or unsubscribe and the bell. Where the channel name is, if you tap that or click it, if you're on a PC, you'll go to that person's home channel home screen, and just under their banner it will say home, videos, channels, community, if they've got a community tab, and then about, and it's in there. They're pets here. Yeah, they're not pets here, not your everyday pet. Plus, these being wild ones, I've got a feeling they're a little bit bigger than pets. I think the pet ones are a little bit smaller, generally speaking. Don't 100% know, but I'm guessing. But anyway, gonna bugger off, get on with my day. I've got some things to sort out for you guys. Be on the lookout for a giveaway because one is coming up, and get those photos in for next week. Get showing off. You've seen we've got all sorts, whether it be flowers or a gift to something you've made, a fuzzy friend, something that you want to show off, something that you're proud of. harvest of tomatoes. Oh my gosh, there were loads. I'm so jealous of Homer. But everybody have a good one, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Hopefully. Take care. Have a good one.